What if I told you that before the headlines, the speeches, and the big political stage, Kristi Noem's story was written in simple, quiet photos most people have never seen? Stay with me and watch this video till the very end, because we are going to walk through rare and vintage images that show a very different side of her life. By the time we finish, you will not just see a public figure, you will see a person with roots, struggles, and a long road that started far away from the spotlight. Imagine opening an old family album. The pages are worn, the colors are a little faded, but the moments are full of life. That is the feeling you get when you look at early photos of Kristi Noem. You do not see a polished leader in a sharp suit. You see a young woman on the land, under open skies, with wind in her hair and work written on her hands. In some pictures she stands in fields, in boots and jeans, with that serious but hopeful look you often see in people who grew up close to the earth. These images quietly say, "This is where it all began." As you move forward in time, the photos tell a story of change, but also of something that stays the same. You see her at local events, simple gatherings, county fairs, small meetings, standing at a microphone that looks almost too big for the room. The lighting is not perfect, the camera angle is not fancy, but one thing stands out. She looks fully present. No matter what she is wearing, you can see a clear focus in her eyes, like she already knows she has something bigger to do. These vintage photos are important because they show the bridge between a private life and a public role. Now keep watching, because this is where the story starts to surprise people. As the years pass, the outfits change, the hair changes, the stages get bigger, and the cameras get better. But in many of the photos, one detail stays the same: the way she stands. Shoulders set, chin lifted, weight balanced, as if she has learned to carry both pressure and expectation. In one shot she might be smiling with her family, in another she might be shaking hands at an event, but the body language tells you she has learned how to live under a constant gaze. That is something you can only understand when you see how the images grow over time. These older photos also remind us that every leader has a life before the title. It is easy to forget that when we only see polished press shots and sharp media clips. But when you look at the earlier images, you see long days, small steps, and a lot of trial and error. You might notice the simple clothes, the plain backgrounds, the kind of photos that could have come from almost any small town. That is what makes them powerful. They show that the path from unknown to known is built on very normal days that nobody cared about at the time. Think about why we are drawn to vintage photos in the first place. It is not just the look of old cameras or the style of past years. It is the feeling that these frozen moments were not meant for the world. They were just real life, work, family, events, and small victories. Looking at Kristi Noem's older pictures, you can almost feel the long hours, the risks taken, and the choices made when there was no guarantee of success. Whether you agree with her or not, these images remind you that every public figure is also a person with a past. So as you watch these photos on your screen, try to look beyond the outfit and the setting. Ask yourself, what does this picture say about where she comes from, what she values, and how far she has come? What can we learn about ambition, courage, or faith in a path that was not easy or simple? When you look at the full journey from those early, quiet snapshots to the big public images, you see a story of someone who kept stepping forward, one frame at a time. If this look at rare and vintage photos gave you a new view of her story, make sure you watch till the very end, hit like, and share this video with someone who loves seeing the real lives behind public faces. Tell us in the comments which part of her journey surprised you the most. And do not forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our next deep dive into the untold stories behind the images you see every day.